MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Gerrit will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you could win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
So 1-1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. The 1-2. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harold Castro. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Cole is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Has a look. Now the pitch. Oh, that's a track. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on his horse. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next. From the stretch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Gardner is there. And that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Tigers nothing, Yankees coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ivan Nova gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in this last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen, he took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Next for New York, Gio Urshela. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
The 1-2 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just
high in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is the left fielder, and it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb at the bottom of the first.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
The second baseman.
Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Head-to-head against Nova. He's hitless in 6 tries. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to him now. Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Torres.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The center fielder, number 4, Cameron Maybin.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Next up for Detroit, Austin Romine. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line toward the alley in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The right fielder, number 14.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. In the air out to left. Stanton has a read on it. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They're still down. It's 2-0. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Everything this guy throws moves. That 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Left fielder looking up. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 8th home run on the season for him as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
There's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt.
The first baseman.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben is there. 1 down.
Batting it. The catcher, Gerrit.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. It's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. First pitch on its way.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up the middle and off his leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 New York. Digging in, Nico Goodrum, and we'll see if he's able to stay locked in. Without a doubt, one of the hotter hitters on this ball club right now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Goodrum has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
In now, Jeimer Candelario. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Goodrum gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
1 ball.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit hard up the middle. Fielded cleanly. LeMahieu for 1. On to first. And here indeed is a super double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the outfielder, Victor Reyes. Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing.
Welcome back. As the Yankees prepare for their third turn through the order, fans of the Bronx Bombers have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They entered the day's contest leading the major league in home runs. And talking with some of the hitters during batting practice, they said home runs are a big part of their game, but it's not something they're going for when they step into the box. They said as long as they're attacking good pitches to hit, their swings will oftentimes do the rest. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bottom of the third now. Into the box now, Gio Urshela. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Ball, that's out.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it. And the throw's off line as he tried to sweep it up that time, but came up with nothing but a glove full of dust.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Ready with the 0-1.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there. But the outfielder does a really good job, Vero, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, Vero, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
One there to Cabrera to complete the double play.
Not what you expect from your three-hole hitter when the first two guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Digging in, Aaron Judge. First delivery to him on the way. Too high, 1-0.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
2-0 now. Two outs here with a runner at third. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Here's the 2-1 home. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Maben at the track, the wall. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone. A home run. All rise, Aaron Judge, a two-run shot. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
Vero, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Fouled off. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
The 3-1.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
I'm set with the 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Romine goes to get it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We played 3 full. 5-0 New York. Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Castro. He'll lead things off against Gerrit Cole.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 home is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 3-0 now. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 home to Cabrera. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, the pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike. One strike now from Cole. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
At the plate, Cameron Maybin fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Yankees 5 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Luke Voit. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Gary Sanchez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. The second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play.
The center fielder, number 11, Gardner.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And this is lined softly to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Liner towards second, and Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Yanks held in check, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Next for the Tigers, Austin Romine. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And it's quickly 0-2. Now the pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Three and two now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he's up near the top, currently 6th in the AL in that category. Stepping up now, Kristen Stewart. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming, here it is.
0-1.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Fouled off. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Heading after it is Judge. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Two and two now with 2 away and the bases empty.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Gio Urshela. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Hit on the ground to short, reined in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. Pitch on the way. And that's taken for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and that will be all for Ivan Nova. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Bo Burrows enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Bo Burrows.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder giving chase. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here. Next will be the designated hitter, Torres. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And that's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Maben. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Fastball just missed above the zone. 3 runs already home here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stewart will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the Yankees 8 and the Tigers nothing. Now at the plate, Jeimer Candelario comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Victor Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive. Foul. On its way is pitch number 75. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Harold Castro. First offering on its way. Two out, nobody on. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Count remains 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Striding into the box, Luke Boyd. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's going to have better execution. I know he stole a strike right there, but that catcher was set up away. And for him to miss over the heart of the plate, guys start running up the tunnel, checking the video on him. They're going to be sitting all over that.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. Reyes is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, as it remains an 8-0 ball game. 7th inning ready to roll. Now in the box, Miguel Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
No balls and a strike to count. 1 strike now from Cole. Behind 0-2 now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The next 0-2. And he pops it up. Urshela into shallow center, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. Inside, he misses ball 4.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
At the plate, Cameron Maybin, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room right here. This guy's absolutely dealing, throwing a no-hitter, but that pitch count's getting up there. He's going to have to be super efficient in these later innings if his manager's going to give him a shot.
And it's fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Now batting, the catcher.
So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th, and up next the catcher Austin Romine. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 count and the pitch. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
2 out with a man at first. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. That's popped up. Andujar moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Tigers leave 1. Still 8-0.
7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, so the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gio Urshela. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled off. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
To short, hit hard, scooped up, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So digging in now, DJ LeMahieu is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Slow roller left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
From the belt, the pitch.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-0 pitch.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Jordan Zimmerman comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jordan Zimmerman.
Torres will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Zimmerman comes set. Here's the delivery. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Torres is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Two down, runners at first and second. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And on the error, a run is going to score. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now they'll get the third out here, but it won't come until the run has already crossed the plate on the play, and the inning will draw to a close. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees lead this one 9-0. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
In now, Nico Goodrum. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 1-0.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Here's the 1-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot down the line in right. 4th home run for him on the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind. So close, but with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Boy, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part of the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out thinking about the 9th D-row, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 9 and the Tigers 1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
High ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for out number 1.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Grounded weakly toward third. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Gerrit. Sanchez.
Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Here comes the first pitch. Zimmerman looks in, coming at him with the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Two out, nobody on. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. This is line to left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Jonathan Holder comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 56.
Coming to the plate now, Harold Castro starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fouled away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The count now at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 2-2. Popped up, and there's the first out.
Next to the top.
Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Superb pitching performance in this one, Matty V. 8 rock-solid innings, in line for the win. Now needs some help from the bullpen.
So now to the plate, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan Gerrit.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Scope. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
That's out.
Line drive to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Yanks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Gerrit Cole with his 4th win this season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Ivan Nova struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.